You were all created to be beings of light, truth, goodness, and beauty. The pain of not living as such is unbearable. However, as you can see, over time, the pain fades until we begin to believe that this is how life is. Those of you who walk back and forth between light and darkness must know this. In your opinion, what helps a person in such circumstances more? A smile, a kind word, a hand to hold, or words of judgment? What will clear the thick clouds around them and let the light in? Judgment comes easily in these circumstances, because when we're around people who are in that low state, it's easy to be pulled down to their level. Judgment is the language of that realm, as is blame and resentment. However, these attitudes only keep the person in that low sphere and do not show them the way up. Do you see? So, someone has to move up in this situation. Moving up means having the attitudes of the higher realms. These attitudes include the feeling, I am not going to keep you in the low realm of your error. I'm going to open the door for you to rise, be free, and move on. It also means, I'm going to open that prison cell in my own heart, where the resentment against this person resides, and I'll let go of that resentment. It doesn't mean that I approve of what the person has done. It only means that I open that prison door, so that we can both move freely into the higher spheres of light and love. Forgiveness does not say, you have not sinned. Forgiveness says, go and sin no more. Forgiveness opens and clears the way, while resentment fills it with obstacles. So when you face a person damaged by unfortunate circumstances, you have two choices: condemn them or help them rebuild themselves and their self-image. You can help them rebuild themselves by giving them hope and a positive image of themselves. You can warmly congratulate them on what they are doing right and remind them of the good aspects of their personality and life. With these positive images, they will gradually see a brighter picture of themselves. And that, in turn, will give them hope. And hope can light up even the darkest places. Hope will also give them the courage to live according to the new image they now have of themselves. And this is a virtuous cycle. Oh, they will stumble at times. You can be sure of that. The road ahead will not be a straight one. Nevertheless, little by little, the positive will take over, and gradually, I've said, gradually, they will move on and up. It's a process, not magic. Are you okay with that? Can you see it more clearly now? And, yes, tradition tells us that to save one person's life is to save the whole world. Why is that? Because each person is an entire universe, and each person is an image of the Father. As for trusting people, you can't always trust people, but you can always love them. The best thing you can do about trust is to become trustworthy yourself. This will communicate to others and inspire them to do the same. We're always drawn to the better example, aren't we? So, be trustworthy. That's all you can do about it. Building trust means making ourselves trustworthy in all circumstances. Being trustworthy means staying true and unchanging to what's right, no matter what. Think of the people you could trust in your life. What were they like? Yes, they were unchanging in their love for you. That's all that matters. That's all that counts. If you can do that, then you have done it all. It's not much more complicated than that. Also, trust your Heavenly Father. As He works with you, He also works with others. Can you feel it from the bottom of your heart? I would never have given you the load that I did if I didn't think you could handle it. But even so, I feel your pain every inch of the way. I know you've been asked to restore a lot, but I knew you would make it through. Still, every ounce of your pain is my pain, and every tears of yours is mine. I would never have asked so much of you if I didn't have to. How grateful I am that you've stayed by my side and understood my condition despite the trials you faced. Today, you told me that when we go through hardship, it could be because we haven't learned our lessons, or because we are paying for someone else's mistakes. Or it could be for the greater love to prevent something worse. Saying that showed me that despite the challenges, you were on my side. In the end, that's all that counts. One day we'll remember these hardships with tears of joy, because the work of restoration will be long over and done. And as you now know, these words do come true. So, just remember, when challenges come your way, get through them and move on. They only seem difficult before you start. Once you take the first step, they are no longer trials. They are more of a task. So, don't hesitate to take the first step, as someone has already told you. I love you as always.